Yay, recording. No. Okay. Right. Yep. Okay. Good. It's going. Lovely. Yeah. Stop.
I think you'll find the Prime Minister is an alien in disguise. That's never going to work, is it?
No.
Fair enough.
Good luck with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect
Some good memes. Just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative. Good luck with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect
Some good memes. Just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Born in the dark.
The life revolves around.
Go and collect
Born in the
Night the
dark.
life revolves around.
time being creative.
Some face up deck outside.
A night from downtown.
Some face up Bob.
And she likes.
But they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Some face up deck outside.
A night from tickets to town.
Well, we'll judge. Some face up Bob.
But they wouldn't act.
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Crashing that goes off.
To say goodbye.
Hello, dead man. Drum die. Crashing that goes off.
Though I have to say goodbye.
Then it can go. Drum die. Crashing that goes off.
Though I have to say goodbye.
Then it can go. Drum die. Crashing that goes off.
Though I have. No.
Some face up deck outside.
A night from downtown.
Some face up Bob. And she likes.
But they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Some face up deck outside.
A night from tickets to town.
Well, we'll judge. Some face up Bob.
But they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Good luck with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect
Some good memes. Just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Born in the dark.
The life revolves around.
Same.
Go and collect
Born in the
Night the
dark.
life revolves around.
time being creative. 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 Creative.
That's about it. That's it. Thanks for turning up, guys. That's the end of the live stream. I'll see you No, I'm kidding. How you going? I thought I'd start it off a little bit differently. That's the video we're going to be working on today. How you going, guys? It's all nice to see you folks here. Hope you had a good week. A good 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I live streams. Goodness. Anyway, I hope you liked that. Coca-Cola remix. I'm not that much of a sellout. Not yet. Anyway. It's good to see you here, Nico Toons, Durst McPineapple, Natalie M. All you people that keep turning up each time. And everyone new. Everyone new. Good to see you all. Right, let's get started, I suppose. You'll notice there's a whole bunch of black spots in that video. And that's what we're going to be filling in, hopefully, as well as adding things on top to kind of give it a bit more, give it a bit more variance, I suppose is the word. Don't know how long this live stream is going to be. Could be very short, could be very long. I've got some things I need to do this afternoon with a super secret project, which I'm not allowed to talk about, but we'll go where we need to go. Let's switch over to our screen, and this is what we're working with. So let's put this over here. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of rendering to memory, and I'm seriously hoping that this is working, because I made the mistake of updating OBS before we started streaming, which means that the drivers were screwed up, and I had to update them, and it got all weird, and I almost didn't make it. Anyway, I'm droning a lot today, aren't I? Okay. let's get started. Right, so I think most of this opening section here
Some good memes, just a night, the life revolves around.
is pretty much finished. Yes, we'll get to that Snoop Dogg bit. I've got some plans for that.
Step outside.
And I think the first thing we need to do right off the bat is there's these little black bits in here. If we just render this out. And we're probably going to end up putting some more visuals on top of these, but for now, it's easiest just to go to the previous frame. And I think, can we extend this out a little further? No, he starts to go into the next word. Probably that's about as far as we're going to get it. And we're just going to save this as that and throw that in there. And that will give it a little bit. And that'll hold it through there. Just until we put something through there so there's not a black spot. Hi guys. It's good to see everyone turning up. We've got another black spot over here, so let's just take a look at this one first, and we'll include this in there so we can see it as well. And we'll need to copy and paste a little bit because this part over here is just exactly the same as the end there. Ugh, that jumped a bit. Hello? Oh no. What's going on? Pressing play and it's not playing. By the way, as well, I was hoping to have a new audio interface today, but 'twas not to be, unfortunately. Hopefully by the next stream. They said it would be towards the end of September or the beginning of October. They didn't have it in stock. This is infuriating, why it's not playing. Can we... I think we might have to restart it. Unless... No, yeah, see, this is working. The microphone's working. So it's not my audio thing. We're just going to have to restart Movie Studio. It does this sometimes. Hello, Super Crazy Jack Gamer. Thanks for turning up. It's always nice to see new people turning up to these streams. I'm trying to do them as regularly as I can. Give you guys something to actually, you know, remind you that I'm still alive, despite the fact that I haven't uploaded anything in many months. I made a commitment earlier this year to do it every month, and I decided, no, that's not working out. If I keep doing that, it's going to end up just being a bit contrived. Can we play it yet? No, we can't. Really? Really? You're gonna throw a technical hitch on me, which means I can't do this stream. That's very nice of you. Sony Movie Studio, that's very nice of you. Right, okay. Let me try to reboot my audio thing, and we see. Does this happen or not? No, this is the first time this has happened in a very long time. Hello? There we go. You're right, that's working now. Yeah, no, this is not something that happens often. This is the first time this has happened. Which makes me suspicious that it's actually because I have installed drivers, but it was working before. I played it before we started the live stream, and it was working fine. Well, this is a problem. Preview device. Can we just, like... I get the impression I'm supposed to reboot my computer. So, yeah, that's gonna be weird. That's, yeah. Okay, that fixed it. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that was. Anyway, it's fixed. It's fixed. We can return to work.
Step outside.
Yeah. Right. And then you've got that glitch there. That's what we were looking at. Is that actually a glitch? No, that's just... Okay, maybe that's why I had it on the previous frame, because it was a... kind of jumping into the next bit, and it's not really ready for that. Okay, so we'll take this to the back there, and then make this a screenshot, and throw it in here, like that. Very nice. And that should work. Yeah, that's much better. Hello, Sandra Halter. It's nice to see you here. I'm almost... how do you have the patience to sit down and make these damn videos? I just can't bring myself to do it. I barely have the patience to do it. I mean, right now, I've got another project, or another few projects that are kind of stressing me out a little bit. So 90% of the time that I'm spending on this is on these streams. Don't Make Pineapple says, how's your college going? If you don't mind me asking. I graduated earlier this year, so that's all done. I'm free to do whatever I like, which is absolutely nothing, except for this and other things. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, so what's this bit? Okay, you've got old Costanza there. Good old Costanza. I like names like that, Costanza. Lestat. There's another one that was on the tip of my tongue. Just names that just invoke sort of like Lestat. It invokes a certain character. Costanza. Alright. Again. Is that like a... I think that's just because there's different frame rates and it's having to interpolate. And it looks a bit weird. In which case, we'll just bring this back down to there and use that frame. As you can see, my video projects are just as organized as my music projects. Just all this junk up here, and I have to figure out which one's which. Yes, that's much better. More gaming. I've already made an Incredibles 2 remix. It's called Super. I made it... I think it was either New Year's or Christmas. Christmas last year or New Year's this year. Okay, where were we? Okay, you got this bit here. Right. I've got some plans for this magical, groovy little thing here. Those Elon Musk bits are going to be different. Different video clips. And I've got some JonTron clips that I'm going to put under Snoop Dogg there. with Elon Musk laughing in the corner. It's gonna be epic. Right, okay, and the first thing I need to do actually is hop back here to the other Elon Musk bit and put that there. And I'll put this over on this track here and fade it out. Should I fade it out before or after? Maybe actually I should put it underneath. Like that. No. And we also need to cut it before there. I do think we need a little bit extra. Even just a tiny little fade. Just so it's not so jarring. And maybe bring this back. This seems... I think it's the head movement that's throwing it off a little bit there. So we just pull this back even further. There you go. Flows a little bit easier. Dirks McPunner currently going through the painful process of organising all the Ableton. Yes, organising is a wonderful process that's absolutely perfectly fun, and it's definitely the most satisfying thing in the world. It's actually pretty satisfying, but whether it's worthwhile, I don't know. It's only really worthwhile, I think, if you're showing it to someone else, or if you're getting someone else to work on it. Other than that, you know, it's... Organised chaos is fine, I think. So long as it's your organised chaos, and you don't try and force your organised chaos onto someone else. Okay, now what were we doing? We were getting different clips for this part of good old Musk. Musketeers. Okay, where's the video for that? Musk meme review. That's what I've called it. Yeah, we're not putting you in here. Sorry, PewDiePie. I like you a lot, but not today. All right. We're going to be watching a little bit of old-fashioned meme review today, folks. Let's turn this back on. If it will work... Okay, it won't, because it's on solo. That's all right. In fact, we don't even need the audio, but yeah.
Car. Oh, I see. So you love...
So...
Car. Oh,
That's not enough. It needs to be a proper laugh.
But really-
I think I'll make you everything is 6.
how do you... but
There's one. Just going to get lots of bits of him laughing. And it's got to have that head movement at the beginning. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit weird. Right. Let's get rid of this and that, and then cut this like there. And we don't need the audio. We can just cut that and throw it over here. And we'll put this on another track, and then we can just copy and paste the what are they called? Attributes. And it'll put all the panning and stuff in. There's that line in the middle as well, which is annoying me, but we'll get to that later. So does that work? Maybe I should maybe it should be two of the same and then another two of the same. Why are we using Elon Musk? Because that's the vocal there. The Mad C just joined. Thanks for that. Also, don't know if this has been asked before, but what's your favorite part of making a remix? Probably. Oh, that's a hard question to answer. It depends on the remix. I'd say probably the best part would not the sampling. Sampling is okay, but I like constructing the chords. That's probably my favorite bit. Vocals, yes, that can be good so long as things are going well. But that's generally, I guess that's kind of what I like about remixes is just, you know, when things are going well, when everything fits together. It's really, I don't know, sort of thrilling. Why have I put Elon Musk in the mix? Because I had samples too, I suppose. I was actually going to do a bit of a thing. I had an idea to do a thing of the meme review bit here a while ago, but never went into anything. When am I releasing the Seinfeld remix? I've actually been considering releasing that on SoundCloud, but not YouTube. I haven't made any progress on the video, mostly because I need to refilm. I need to reshoot the keyboard. And yeah, I have had no time to do any filming. I've been working on other stuff. This stuff I have time to do because I don't need to set up for it. Well, not as much. It's all done on the computer. Everything's all done, whereas reshooting this, I need to move stuff around the room and things. So, maybe on SoundCloud soon. Probably not. How did I get this footage? Well, it's on YouTube. This is on YouTube, and you can get things from YouTube. If you're talking about the movies, well, you buy the Blu-ray. Buy the Blu-ray and take it off the Blu-ray, and that's how you get it. Okay. Now I want to try something here. Let's push this up there. Actually, no. I'm going to put these on a separate track down here. Or a separate two tracks, so that I can just mute them. Like this. And then this needs to go over here. This needs to come up here. And we're just trying out to see. Yes, that makes sense. We're just seeing whether it works with the same clip on the first two and then a different clip on the second two, rather than different clips on all of them. So if we paste the event attributes there. So now let's render this out.
That's me.
Unmute that.
That's me.
Maybe. I think we could use with a different clip on the fourth one. Otherwise, it's a little too repetitive. Okay. I'm up to date with the chat. It's all lovely. We can get rid of that because we've already got this one with the attributes in it. And let's find another laugh. Hello? Hello? It's doing this again. Okay. Not only is my audio interface dying, turns out my video is dying too. That's beautiful. Okay, now that didn't fix the problem. So what's going on here? It doesn't matter if I build a preview, does it? No. Does it matter where I play it, or is it just broken everywhere? It's just broken everywhere. Well, yes. That's wonderful. Right. Try this again. The Mad Sea, I remember from your Iron Giant streams, you had all the audio from the movie on separate tracks, like music on its own, voice acting on another. Not really. Not really. You can get some separation from the surround sound, but I mean, I could show you, I suppose. That is a very contagious laugh.
Okay. I love how.
Okay,
I've always said.
where we got nope.
Okay. God, is that a weird combination of you and Poe?
There's the one.
And this is a real. Is this a real tweet?
No.
Okay.
Nah, let's grab the one with the deer.
Back up.
Stop telling me.
Where's the one with
Didn't I
the
realize
deer?
it was a purse? Honest.
Yeah. Oh. It's a square. And she
On a
can.
chest.
Where we got?
Oh my God, dude. Dead.
Real picture?
I think that's a real photo of a deer that probably. So that's
Jeez, is that true?
that's delightful.
What is that actually? That actually happened.
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how like just.
Right. Let's get that. Where are we gonna get it from?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how.
There you go. That bit. That's what we want. Oh, did I just undo the cut from before? And we'll just cut it there, and then we'll figure out exactly how we're going to work with that when we get over here. Right. And we'll throw that in there, and then we'll copy and paste attributes. And we'll see how that looks. Seems silly in retrospect. Yes. Yes, it does. Based on... I went back and watched this this video, actually. And was sort of like, compared to what PewDiePie is doing now, this seems a little bit contrived. The way that he is and all that kind of stuff. He seems much happier now than he was then.
That's me.
Oh, come on. Let's do a preview.
That's
No. Whole thing. No. Why do I keep pressing space? I need to preview the whole thing.
me.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do fine. Now, we're going to get all weird and silly here with the videos we're going to put in the background. We're going to throw some JonTron in here, I think. Yeah. So, let's take these and get rid of them. They can go away. And we'll just shift this over here. Now I'm thinking as well, we just extend this one over. Like that. Back to where the other one is. And so we have symmetrical. Well, not quite. Yes, I have a feeling Justin Roiland was the only reason that anyone really liked that. If it was just Elon Musk, it might have been a little bit awkward. Yep, okay. Yeah, okay. That's good. And then we will grab well, you can see the site that I used to download these there, if you were quick. And if the video quality is good enough. So this is Jantran. We all love Jamtran. He is the magical god of the internet. And we'll throw this here. And we'll just grab the excerpts from this one. This is his drug PSA's video, I think. Yeah. There's a couple of funny scenes in here. It is dancing in weird ways. Now let's turn off resample so that it can work fine.
I go around doing that, calling yourself that.
That's the dance I want. Some people are not going to like this, but I want to put that in there. Just because, well, it's around about the right tempo. And it's really weird and silly and unexpected. And it fits with Snoop Dogg as well. Okay. Let's put this in here, and this will be the last thing you see before you move on to the next section. Okay. And we're going to have to get the audio. Yeah. Hold on. The dancing synced up. Oh, come on. Come on, don't lag on me. It's going to lag on me. Right. The Mad C, do you still sometimes take music remix listening requests? Yes, I know I used to. I haven't done it in a while. Although I've been thinking about it, especially since Pogo's got his own sort of Radio Pogo going. But I'm not gonna copy his idea. It'll be a chill thing, like a sort of casual, hey, you want to throw some links in there? But I don't know. Maybe we'll do it at some point. Probably not today. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's get. So there's the beat there. The cool thing about Sony Vegas and Movie Studio, I suppose, is that you can do tempos and put metronomes and stuff in. I don't know if you can do that in other video editors. I haven't really tried. Yeah, it's just fallen on me the ridiculousness of what I'm doing. No, this is just, I don't know. When I heard the music, I was sort of like, yeah, this is the groove. You gotta have, it's the right tempo. You gotta have him in there and just put a whole bunch of meme stuff in, especially since you've just had Elon Musk in there. You gotta have memes. And I think the audio is just glitched out again. Hold on. Okay, right. Okay, no, that's still broken. It'll probably turn out that this is actually to do with my my audio anyway. Okay, let's so this should be, and where's, okay, so he's hit the ground there, and it should be there. All right. So what we need to do here, I need to get used to holding control to stretch things out, cause I've been using Reaper a lot, in the past couple weeks or so, and it's Alt in Reaper, and it was Alt back in the previous video editor as well that I was using. Okay, let's render this out, see what it's like. I don't know. No, it's too slow. Gotta speed it up a slight bit. Just a smidgen. The man C says, yeah, I don't think you should copy Pogo Radio since you're pretty different. Well, I wouldn't want to copy it anyway because he got it first. He got the idea first. And like you say as well, I don't know if I could do a whole stream around that. I mean, I probably could actually, but I mean, it's no no offense to the people that I would be listening to music from, but I probably would get a little bit bored doing that for, just doing a stream around that. But I don't know. It wouldn't be your music, it'd just be, I'm just not the kind of person to do that. Anyway. Again, it's too slow. I think I might have accidentally held Alt instead of Control. Still slow. Was it actually fast to begin with? Or have I just slowed it down far too much? And now, I'm also going to just do some quick correction on this because it looks like this was in the era. Oh, hold on a minute, I've gotten rid of all my windows again. It keeps doing that. This looks like it was in the era of JonTron where it was really bland in terms of like the coloring and stuff. And I'm not a specialist in color, but stuff like or anything like that. But I know that if you add, really, you just need to sort of add contrast and saturation. And hold on, what? Oh, it's on this screen. It's not a. Okay. And I should really have this on the main screen so that you can see what I'm doing, I suppose. But if I just add, not that much, just a little bit. Make it brighter. Although it'd probably turn out this is not working well. Really need to go in like a level editor and fix this up. Because I think what they're doing here is using like HDR footage, but they haven't fixed it up and made it proper. And I don't know how to do that. All I know is that that exists. I mean, it's not a problem anymore, but yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to really do that much here. Mostly because I'm not an expert in this stuff. The Mad C says, "Hope you don't mind questions. I got tons. I was no, it's no problem. I don't mind questions. I was wondering if you use different music software, and if you do, would you recommend it? Like have different options or tools, I guess. I do. I haven't used Ableton in a long time, but I guess I use FL Studio for composing and doing these remixes and stuff. Ableton I'd probably use for performance. That's where it excels. And I'm using Reaper right now to do sound design. That's what I'd and sort of assembly. That's what I'd say Reaper is good at, is sort of putting things together. Because Reaper really is kind of basically just like a video editor, except with sound. In fact, it's very close to Sony Vegas, except it's about 1 billion times more stable, and it's focused on audio instead of video. Okay, now there's a little bit... Okay, so that needs to come in a little bit later, because that's where that starts. We can extend this out here. Sort of. Okay, so I think that's what's causing the weirdness here. And as well, if we're going to throw that in there, we're going to have to get rid of Snoop Dogg. The weirdness here is that rogue frame there. We got an extra... No. That's unfortunate. We got an extra frame on the other end. Yes. Good. Right. We could actually throw that around there and see how that goes. And there's no video behind that right now. I got to figure out what I'm going to do there. I think I might. I might put another dancing thing from the same JonTron video. I don't know. No, we have to have this in there as well. And let's just extend this out so I can get a little more context on the other end. I don't know. Should we have this in here, or should we just keep it going straight through? Because we can. We've got the frames. I was going to say this. The program looks a lot like Sony Vegas, but then again, a lot of no. This is Movie Studio, which is the cheap version of Sony Vegas. So this is basically Sony Vegas Lite. So that's why it looks like Sony Vegas. Reaper looks completely different. Well, not completely different, but it's similar in the way that it's laid out, and a lot of the key shortcuts are the same as well. No, we need that little bit here. We need this here. And what are we going to put here? I'm going to take a look through this video again and see what other shots of stuff we got. And just throw a couple of these dancing shots in there. All right, and we'll throw this over here and see if it fits in. And I think as well, we can throw we can fill the end up with this clap here, because that's kind of, I guess that's kind of the main part of this percussion section. Huh? Oh. Ah, silly me. Okay. This is over the top, so of course it's going to cut the other out. So let's bring this back a little bit earlier so we have a bit of leadway into the clap. And I think as well we're going to use the beginning of this and bring this down so that, yeah. And then, of course, then it's gonna, if I that's gonna put the correction back on, but it's also going to, sorry, I just saw a message in the corner of my screen from YouTube saying, "We're not receiving data." Right, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, we're going back to the properties and fixing up this playback rate, because it was fine before. And it is on disable resample. So let's just render this out again. There's a rogue frame here. It's not a rogue frame, it's just really short. And in fact, I think it might be easier just to do it to there. Do we have the frames for that? Yes. Good. Do we have the frames? Have we got the frames? Seems like I'm talking about video games here. We got the frames. We got the frames for that. Oh, come on. Shift B. Thank you. And let's push Snoop Dogg all the way across. Ripley says, "Who's your favorite musician?" I have a problem with favorites, and that's that I can't pick favorites. Like I just can't. My favorite is the last one that I listened to, which I suppose right now would be Mike Oldfield and Seals and Crofts. The Mad C says, talking about message from YouTube, did you lose your verification? I didn't have verification. I don't have enough subscribers for verification. I think it's 100,000 you needed to have. Right, okay. So let's just watch this back again. I don't know. It might seem a little bit sort of, why is that there? Why is that there? I don't know why that's there. Anyway, I'll come back to it later and we'll see how it looks. We might end up replacing it with, because we don't actually have any JonTron samples here. Anyway. Let's take a look at this section and see if there's any bits we can throw, or there's any black gaps or anything like that. I don't think there's any gaps in this bit. And definitely, I think in this section, where if we're going to throw little bits of mood visuals in there, it'll be from Coco. Definitely. Yeah, it depends on what music you're listening to right now as to what stuff you like. I mean, it's like, whenever anyone says, you know, like, what's your favorite X, Y, and Z, it's sort of like, do you really expect me to compare every bit of music I've ever listened to and pick which one is the absolute best? That seems a little bit too much work for not much gain to me. Anyway, let's get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Is the audio still there? Yes. So let's get rid of that. And then let's throw the entire Coco movie in there and find some shots somehow that are relevant to this bit. We're just looking for sort of like optimistic faces and maybe some nice views and stuff like that, really. No. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so that's just, I put that on solo. I don't need it on solo. Okay. No. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I think probably most of it would be around in this part of the movie, but to be honest, it's been a while since I've watched this. And we're not going to watch the whole thing. If I did, that would be asking for doom. No, I think let's go for the first one. Let's go right to the end. To this part here, when death happens. Maybe? No? I think that's a little too sad. You know, it's sort of like people crying. No, that's not what that section of music is like. No, not from there. Let's go back to the beginning then. Let's get some wow phases, maybe. We're kind of pushing right on the edge of the point of diminishing returns here, so not sure how we're going to turn out. For those who haven't turned up before, the point of diminishing returns is the point at which my brain decides, yep, I've had enough, I'm not going to give you any more. Go, just pat your cat, mate. Do something else for a little bit. And maybe then I'll give you something else. Something to think about. Maybe this one? No. Let's go back to here and get some context again. Nope, it's from this part. No. I mean, the guitar works fine there. We might actually just grab part from that exact same scene. Whereas with the guitar, we'll just take a look through that and see what that's like. If there's anything we can use there. Have I used audio from video games before? Sometimes, but very rarely. I haven't done any video game remixes per se. Technically. I'm not going to comment any further on that. No, I have done some songs before using video game samples, but not really in the same style as this. And not on the same platform. We want one where he's not playing guitar. Ah, yes, he's reflecting. He's seeing himself. Can't you see it? In the screen, you see his reflection. He's seeing himself in the... Yes. Wonderful filmmaking. it looks like we're probably not going to find much in here. Because I'm just looking for direct sort of close-ups. But I'm not seeing them. Yeah, all this stuff is a little too energetic. Where's a point where we might get No, see, this is all conflict. This is all unhappy, all bad on stuff. Well, maybe not this bit. We can take a look at this bit. I don't know. Yeah, that might be a good one to throw in there somewhere. You see, this is how thorough I am when I'm looking for... What did I just do? Oh, I soloed it. This is how thorough I am when I'm looking for shots, mood shots to put in things. I just sort of like, oh, yes, that one looks interesting. We'll just put that one on there. Maybe it'll work. Oh, no, it doesn't work. I suppose we'll just get rid of it and use another one then. Let's put one on top because we want to... yeah, out so we can actually see it. Coco is just one big mood visual. Most animation is just one big mood visual. Well, not just one big mood visual, but usually it is. Stop complaining, YouTube. I am sending you data. Just you know, wait a little bit. Okay, where are we up to?
To say goodbye. Though I have to say goodbye. Though I have to say goodbye.
I'm wondering, should we put it here?
Though I have
Or there? Because it's... We'll see.
to say goodbye. Though I have
Or...
to say goodbye. Though I have to say goodbye. To say goodbye. Though I have to say goodbye. Though I have though I have
I think we should put it at the front because then we're going to be putting another shot.
No.
There. To sort of juxtapose to this.
No.
And while we're here, let's just fix up this section because it's still got the gaps there. And there's some and then we put the percussion back in here. At the very least. And then I think that's about it. It's probably where my brain's going to cut out and say, no, I'm not giving you any more. No more for you, mate. What do we got? So that's the first one. Of course, given my luck, the frames are going to be different. No, they're fine. And the second one. And this is the second one. Put it in there, and that's slightly different. Yeah, okay, so that's why that was slightly different. I remember now. I pulled that back a frame.
That's me.
Now,
That's me.
Was this? What did I do here?
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Okay, so that's why that felt off, I think, because that was offbeat.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
Maybe a little bit. Anyway. Let's fill this gap in with a nice frame. And then copy and paste, and then we'll be done. So there it is. Image 9. Such creative naming. And we'll put that in here too.
That's me. That's me.
And that bit can remain blank for now, because I haven't put anything in there. I probably should at some point. And we can really just copy and paste. Because it's exactly the same. Just copy and paste the percussion bit from here for now. And I think it's just directly on beat. Maybe a little, maybe like one frame beforehand. And I've just deselected it, so I can't move it. Okay, let's just reselect it. Move it across. One more across.
Good luck with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
And then you got the ending there.
Collect some
Some good news. Just a night.
And I got to figure out what to do with this bit here.
time being creative.
Because you got that echoing off into the distance. But I'm not sure exactly. Maybe we should go for the same as the Zootopia one, where it just goes off into the distance and blurs away. But what are we going to have behind it then? Anyway. Ripley says, have you seen the new Invader Zim movie? No. I don't recognize the name. So, sorry. I haven't. Don't know what that is. Hi, Danny Falcon. Unfortunately, you're here just towards the end. Such a wonderful coincidence of timing. So let's watch through what we've done. Let's go back to here. How far is it gonna generate a preview for? Is it gonna go all the way through, or is it gonna stop halfway? Because it's only got limited memory. Right, okay, let's watch it back.
Collect some
Born in the night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Some place up deck outside.
A night from downtown.
Some place up Bob and she likes.
But they
So I
wouldn't
need to put some mood visuals in here.
Some place up deck outside.
a night from the town.
Well, we'll judge. Some place up Bob.
But they wouldn't
And maybe here?
That's me. That's me. That's me.
I don't know.
That's me.
There definitely needs to be something here. And I think I might move that JonTron one further across to the beginning. Over to there. And we can just bring these back up. Like so. Like this, I guess. And we'll bring this one back across to there. So hopefully that'll fit a little better. Okay. So let's re-render this. Oh no, it's done that again. Can we just, you know, change the preview device again? Is that going to fix it? I don't think so. No. I think it's partially to do with the audio. So we change that. And then change it back. Yeah. Okay. I think it lingers a little too long on that JonTron thing here. But I think it's fine from there.
Bad guys have.
Though I have to say goodbye.
Then it can go. Drop die. It can go. Then it can go.
And then this needs to start a little bit earlier on beat.
Then it can go. Drop die. Passions and bad guys have.
And it also lingers a little too long. Needs to go here.
Then it can go. Drop die. Passions.
And stop around here.
Drop die. Passions. Go. Drop die. Passions and bad guys have. Go.
Okay. What? That's about it for filling in the gaps, I think.
You got with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Some good
Right.
music. Just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Born in the dark. The life revolves around.
I think, yeah. I think that's about as far as we're going to get this live stream. Smells like unfiltered water. It tastes like unfiltered water. Hello, Sweet Venom. It's nice to see you here. I see you're interested in this video. Yeah, this is the next remix. So, if you want to see the whole thing, well, sort of, the whole thing before we worked on it today, once the stream's over, you can go back to the beginning and then I play through the whole thing. I had to listen to it without audio, and I was kind of scared that it didn't work, but it was working. I'm pretty sure it was working. People were acting like it was working, so. Okay. Let's switch back to camera. I think that's going to be all for today. What's the time? 10 past 12. We've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's plenty. So, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Like I have been saying every time, I'm trying to make this a weekly thing. Every Sunday at 11 o'clock in Australia, which I think turns out to be something like 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock, some in America, depending on where you are. But, yeah. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a good week. I hope you have a good rest of the day or night, depending on where you are. Before we go, Simple Ben D, got to collect those memes. Any chance for a rerun of the whole video again before you close out? Oh, yes. Yes. That would be quite fitting. We're going to have to just quickly render this out. Shouldn't take that long. Because if I play the whole thing just in Sony Vegas, it's going to lag like anything. So if we just do this and set it to that and custom template. Right. No, we don't want Intel. We want the NVIDIA encoder because that works so much quicker. Okay, that's a little weird. Apparently it has to register. Oh, okay, because I reinstalled the drivers. That makes sense. 3:10 a.m. in the UK. Yes, that's unfortunate. There's not that much I can do about that. It's either prime time for US and OK time for Australia, or OK time for US and OK time for UK and OK time for Australia, or bad time for US, good time for UK, good time for Australia. Yeah, it's kind of like 3/3 of the world, and so yeah, when two are in a good spot, one of them is going to be in a bad spot. An error occurred while trying to create the file something something. Really? That's unfortunate. Yeah. Ah, alright. Now unfortunately it's not going to let me render the whole thing to memory. I mean, I guess at half resolution, which is what you're seeing anyway. It might do. We'll see. Let's pop this over onto the screen again so you can see what's happening. How far is the Seinfeld remix? I don't know, unfortunately. The reason it hasn't gotten any... reason I haven't made it, and I've been working on this one instead, is because for the Seinfeld remix I need to do... I need to reshoot the keyboard bits, and I have had no time to do that, because in order to do that, this is sort of like I just sit down and work on it. Whereas in order to do that, I have to sort of reorganize my room and move this somewhere where I can film it and figure all that stuff out, and I've had too much going on to do that, so that's kind of been just at a standstill. Looks like it is going to render the whole thing. In which case, I need to quickly set up. If I put this... there's no full screen mode, I don't think, unfortunately. If I put this on this monitor over here, I wonder if I add in another scene into OBS...
I think you'll find the Prime Minister
Oh.
isn't a...
Okay, right. Let's turn this off. And then, unless I can move this... no, alright. Let's just watch it through.
I think you'll find the Prime Minister is an alien in disguise. That's never going to work, is it?
No.
Fair enough.
Good luck with it.
Just a night the
Okay.
life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Good means just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Looks like it's gonna lag anyway. Yeah. Despite having rendered it out. Yes, rip indeed. We'll do another render and we'll watch it through. And then we'll call it quits, I think. Right. So, how's the weather been where you're at? Hopefully, because it is rendering it all out, hopefully it's not going to just abandon it like it did before. If it does, well, we're going to have to just
I think
leave
you'll
it.
find the Prime Minister is an alien in disguise.
But we'll watch it all the way through.
That's never going to work, is it?
No.
Fair enough. just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Good memes, just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative. Good luck with it.
Just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Good memes, just a night the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Born in the dark, the life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Born in the dark, the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Some face up, deck outside.
A night for downtown,
Some face up, Bob, and she likes.
but they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Some face up, deck outside.
A night for tickets to town,
Well, we'll judge. Some face up, Bob,
but they wouldn't act.
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Fashion tick, bad guys have.
To say goodbye,
Hello, dead man, drop die. Fashion tick, bad guys have.
though I have to say goodbye,
And then it can go da-da-da-da-da-da. Drop die. Fashion tick, bad guys have.
though I have to say goodbye,
And then it can go da-da-da-da-da-da. Drop die. Fashion tick, bad guys have.
though I have
some face up, deck outside.
A night for downtown,
Some face up, Bob, and she likes.
but they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Some face up, deck outside.
A night for tickets to town,
Well, we'll judge. Some face up, Bob,
but they wouldn't act.
That's me.
Good luck with it.
just a night the life revolves around.
Go and collect some
Good memes,
And
just
it's
a
around
night
about
the life
finished.
revolves around.
time being creative.
Born in the dark, the life
Oh, it's gonna get
revolves
cut
around.
off, isn't it?
Go and collect some
Born in the dark, the life revolves around.
time being creative.
Yeah. Gets cut off like that, but it just echoes off into the distance. Right. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for turning up, guys. It's been real lovely. We got some good work done. I'm looking forward to getting these headphones off and standing up and stretching, to be honest. Oh, thanks, Janus the car. Yes, it's always lovely when you make a video to go with this stuff, because even if the music is great, the video just adds on an extra layer of niceness, I guess. Anyway, thanks for turning up, guys. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I hope you have a good rest of the week. And hopefully join me next week. Hoping that there is not anything in the way, unlike last time. Okay. See you guys later. Bye-bye. And I continue to forget that it keeps asking me whether I want to stop streaming. And yes, I definitely do want to stop streaming, YouTube. Yes. Thank you. All right. Now I can actually stop streaming. And we can stop recording. Very nice.